Welcome to China Horse Business, the one and only podcast focusing on the booming Chinese equine market. Bringing to you by two experts of Chinese equine industry, Zoe King and Wen Li, from Shanghai and Beijing, introducing China to the world.
Morning, Zoe. How's it going? Did you have a nice weekend?
I'm good. My parents were in town last week. We spent the weekend in Suzhou. The autumn time there is magical.
Now it is the harvest season of the famous Suzhou Yangcheng Lake hairy crabs. Did you have a try?
Oh yes, they're very tasty and fresh. Yummy! Autumn is the best season for hairy crabs.
Autumn should have been the best season for racing in Wuhan too, but due to the COVID, Wuhan racing has been suspended since the opening race day on October 17 last year.
We heard some recent updates over there. Let's break it down in today's China News segment.
Every year, the racing ends around October in Yulong and the rest of the race courses in China because the weather will become very tough for racing in these areas. In Wuhan, the weather is still apt for racing until December.
Traditionally, Wuhan will start their autumn racing season in September and have the most important race day in October, which is Wuhan Racing Festival and the Championship of National Flag Racing. This race day is officially recognized and supported by Chinese Equestrian Association.
This year, 320 horses and more than 10 racing stables have arrived in Boquan Training Center since September. They have been informed that Wuhan Racecourse will restart the race day for the first time since last October, and some test runs have been organized recently in Boquan Training Center because most of the horses there need to readjust for the races.
The initial program is to have the opening racing on October 12th, the Wuhan Racing Festival and Championship of National Flag Racing on November 26 and 27, then the third race day on December 10.
And this program is subject to further confirmation according to the local COVID prevention. We will keep you updated.
Yes, and I think our listeners must be very keen to know more about Boquan Training Center that we keep bringing out in our conversation. It is an affiliate facility to Wuhan Racecourse. You can go back to Season 1, Episode 14 to know more about the race course. But we will tell you more about Boquan Training Center in today's China Club segment.
Boquan Training Center has been built for 13 years now. It is located in Dongxi Lakes district of Wuhan, same district of the racecourse, not only because of the short distance of the two facilities, but also because of the benefit of dealing with the same policy and counterpart at the local government level.
The total surface of the master plan is approximately 3.3 square kilometers. The Phase 1 facilities were completed in 2009, which is composed of 20 stables with 400 boxes, 1,400-meter training sand track, and necessary training facilities.
Every year, more than 20 racing stables from all over China will come here for the autumn racing season and training in winter. The facilities as well as experienced staff here in Boquan Training Center are very much appreciated by these racing stables.
Hope the Wuhan racing will be back on track as planned.
Fingers crossed.
Well, within Chinese equine community, some are passionate about horse racing. The others may be fans of Arabian horses. In our China Story segment, I talked to Mr. Xu Ran, Eric Xu. He is founder and owner of the Dynasty Arabians. Let's figure out why he fell in love with Arabian horses and what he did in China. Hello, Eric. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Hi, Zoe. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so glad to have you on our podcast today. I know, Eric, you are Arabian horse lovers, and you organize a lot of events, activities in China in promoting and investing in Arabian horses. Can you tell our listeners, how did you firstly get involved in the equine industry?
First of all, thank you for your invitation. And I'm very happy to share my stories with you and your audience. So I got involved with equine industry only because of Arabian horses. Unlike many others who love horses because they love riding, I fell in love with Arabians at the first sight. So it was October 2016, and my wife and I were invited by a friend to attend the 50th U.S. National Arabian Horse Show. So
Mhm.
as soon as I stepped into the show arena, I was totally amazed by the beauty of these so-called living art, the Arabian horses, and a crowd full of enthusiasm. So I
Mm.
simply loved the atmosphere. So since then, my life has been changed completely, and I just cannot live without Arabian horses for a single day.
Wow, how nice. So
Yeah.
you mentioned that you spent a couple of years in the States. So which part of the American equine industry impressed you the most?
hmm Well, first, let me give you a glimpse from the Arabian side, which I'm very familiar with. And number one, they have very talented professional staffs. Number two, they have a complete industrial chain. And number three, that's everything is very commercialized. So
Mm.
these are their advantages. Second, the states, they have the largest number of horse population with the most diversity in the world. For instance, our Arabian horses,
Mm-hmm.
and the show horses. Also, we do the endurance.
Mm.
Uh, for example, the English thoroughbred race horses, Olympic sport horses, which is the warm blood, and Western cowboy quarter horses. Well, they have a lot. So all
Mm.
above together, they have established a very rich and sound ecological chain of equine industry. And third, I like watching various forms of equestrian shows, eventing, jumping, races. Then you realize these activities are so well organized and they plan really well in terms of location and dates.
Mm.
So this gives the public an easy access to experience and attend a horse show nearby. Then
Yeah.
people get to know horses and learn about horse cultures. This will bring more and more new people to the industry. So they have a lot of things that impressed me.
Yeah, seems like they have a lot to offer, and I think it is the ideal place, ideal country for you to get involved in the industry and to make the
The-
first step. But you mentioned that you the Arabian horses when you the first time you saw them, you fell in love of their beauty, their gestures. But why you want to make the Arabian horses as your business, as your life professions?
Mhm,
Why Arabian horses are so important to you, except for
mhm.
their beauties?
Okay, when you fell in love, of course, that's the love. When something hits you at the first sight and touches your soul, you want to devote your life to it. And
Mm.
once sports is in your blood, you truly can never walk away altogether forever.
Mm.
Second, uh, I feel a strong sense of mission. From the first day I met Arabian horses, I also get to know many other important people, such as, major players in the industry, colleagues, friends, business partners, and people from China Horse Industry Association, from China Agriculture University. These people along the way, they help me so much to achieve my goals one by one. The process continues give me a strong sense of mission. I
Mm.
carry on regardless of any difficulties. So that's, I feel strong for the Arabian horses, and they're extremely important now to my life.
Wow, I can see. And Eric, you are based in
Yeah,
Shenyang,
yeah.
but I know you travel around China very often, maybe less because the COVID, but you travel around, and
Mhm,
you have your own stable. You name it Dynasty Arabians. Could you please tell us a little bit more about the business model of
mhm.
Dynasty Arabians?
Okay. Well, first, I share the view and wool with my clients. Unlike other race horses, where clients can make their investment back from winning the prize money, Arabian show horses owners simply need more enthusiasm. It is a small industry, especially here in China. Its business model is not so clear, so most of horse owners are driven by enthusiasm and passion to keep them investing in this hobby. Therefore, as an industry leader with a sense of mission, I have the responsibility to help my clients in obtaining spiritual pleasure, at the same time, obtain reasonable economic returns. So Dynasty Arabian is the first Arabian stable here in China to utilize the technique so-called embryo transfers. Traditionally, American produce only one foal in 11 months, right? It was really slow, making it extremely hard for the owners to make their money back, especially in those expensive horses. So now, by using the embryo transfer technique, our mares can produce multiple foals in a year, probably up to 5. This means we can generate a significant amount of revenue for us. This gives us so much success in this business. Second, my client have strong sense of participation in my business, and we discuss the operation with my farm and the management of horses all together. In the first couple of years after we moved back to China, almost all stallions and broodmares we owned by ourselves. Today, 2/3 of the horse population at my farm are owned by my clients or co-owned between us. So this ratio is still growing. So I'm switching from sole owned to be a co-owned or owned by clients model. And the last but not least, we have clients who has low budget but still need high quality horses. So we have created this new model to help them make their dreams come true. Therefore, we united these clients and form a partnership so that they put their money together to acquire one high quality, expensive horse. So we designed a 3-year investment returning plan, which give these partners a very high returns. Buying horses in partnerships not only reducing clients' risk, but also increasing the level of quality of the horse. So basically these are my core value and my business model.
Wow, very impressive and very clear. Thank you so much, Eric, for sharing this with us. I think you are really a true ambassador of Arabian horses in China, and we can feel you are passionate, visionary, knowledgeable, and innovative business owner, and the most importantly, a true horse lover. I'm thrilled to talk to you today, and thank you for your sharing and insights.
Thank you for your support and invitation.
Thank you. Take care. See you, Eric.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
It is impressive that Mr. Xu has done so much in promoting and investing in Arabian horses, a true ambassador of these beautiful creatures in China.
Agreed. And guys, if you are interested in exploring Arabian horses business with China, you know who to reach out. You can write to us at contact@wonder-horse.com. Depending on your projects and needs, we may put you into contact with the right person.
You can also introduce your equine project in our men's webinar, China Horse Business Live, by becoming our Business Pass subscriber.
We just had the last one yesterday on November 7. The next one will be held on December 5. But please mind the winter time zone change. Anyway, it will be held from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Beijing time. Please contact us for more information.
Alright, that's all for today. We will see you again on next Tuesday.
See you. This podcast is co-hosted by Zoe King and Wen Li, powered by Wonder Horse, a business solution provider focusing on Chinese equine market and a bespoke equestrian community in China.